strike. Warden, front line yet again, gets absolutely blasted with damage, ensnared and surrounded and hexed. I managed to get the hex off this time so he couldn't blink out of there. I should have been doing that earlier. I think I went for chain heal first though, which was annoying. I should have went for hex first, as it does prevent him from blinking out of a fight. So all I need to do is get him down to about a quarter health, hex, and then take him to finish him off. This was an awesome tactic paired with the Blade Master, as he's got 2 claws of attack plus 6, and if he critical strikes you with that, just goodbye Sally. Back runs the Warden, resurrected from the tavern straight away, probably with that wisp that he was saving. I think he brought that down to make this expansion though. Not sitting on very many units right now. He's got his Naga Sea Witch almost at level 3, running back with 2 Druids of the Talon. At master level now, he did manage to get those ranked up. He's popped a Stone of the Moon to get those moon wells up in mana. He is switching tactics now to bears and bear form. It's very late in the game to be switching tactics. I have no idea why he still has archers in his army. Very weak versus orc. I decided to call good game here. It's just a bit pedantic and arrogant of me. I do say that he's played well though. I don't quite get his response as he says, come on. 2 Godo beasts now in the fight, and that expansion goes right down, giving me money from the Raiders' pillage ability. He didn't seem to want to save that expansion at all. I don't think he thought it was viable to go down and save it. It was going to go anyway, and he didn't want me to see that he was changing to bear strategy. I think that was the case. They are at master level, so I can switch to bears anytime they would please. Personally, I would have put them straight into bear form before I go into a fight. Spirit Walker seems to be heading straight for this army. He wants to play Frogger by the looks of it. I actually can't believe that he managed to get that through. He does see it. Oh no, he manages to pull away. He puts a roar on, which gives extra damage to all his units. Obviously wants to take down that expansion he knows I've got running down there. 4 towers though. Talisman of Evasion is doing really well for those towers. He doesn't want the fight to take place there with those extra damage per second. Straight away I hex that Warden down to half life already. Big damage being dealt, 70 crit, 292 crit from the Blade Master, and that Warden goes down quickly. Shadow Hunter in the background almost getting focused down by his army. He obviously wanted to take that out quickly, so I didn't get a chance to heal, but I popped the invulnerability potion and a healing potion straight away. Naga Sea Witch getting out of the battle quickly as she's only got half health left. His army has been absolutely decimated there. I don't think I lost many units in that fight, perhaps a couple of raiders. Decide I want to chase down his army as it's fleeing away. Got very far on nearly every one of my units. I pop a speed scroll, but it was too far away from my Blade Master to really take much of an effect, so I windwalk, get the ensnare, and kill that archer for the last remaining bit of experience before he manages to get his Naga Sea Witch out of there. Group my units together and dispel so he doesn't know exactly what I'm doing with that fairy fire that was on my units. Kodo Beast's stomachs remain empty from that fight. Looks like I'm just checking this bottom left hand corner of the screen again now for an expansion. As Night Elf decides it wants to this time bring the Warden back from his hero altar. That's a bit of downtime, but it doesn't cost as much obviously. He's still going for this bear and now dryads, probably to abolish magic for the spirit link, as it is keeping my units alive effectively with chain heal. I take a little pop to the mercenary camp and buy another forest troll shadow priest just to get some extra healing done in the background. Quite a big army now. He decides he wants to start uprooting his buildings. The Tree of Eternity is walking over. He wants to probably get that too in expansion quickly. This needs to be like a last ditch effort for him, as he's lost nearly every one of the fights we've come into encounters. He's been the one running off. I smell blood from the last fight, spirit link my entire army and decide I want to have a little bit of a push. In come his trees. First thing I do is take down this Druid of the Claw before it gets into bear form. I've got much weaker armour at that point, and hit points, sorry. Decide I want to pop down that Tree of Eternity. If I could take that out, he would have a very hard time getting gold supply again. I pull back so I've got more room to fight, and I want to get my spirit walkers to the back of the battle robber in the front. He's chasing me with a bear. Kodo Beast manages to get the Devour on that, so he's sitting pretty with a bear in his stomach. Straight away he wants that bear back out of the stomach, so he's focusing it down, but I will tank it. And there we go, chain healed it straight away and pulling it out of the fight. Secondly, his bear falls down to a crit from the Blade Master. That Naga Sea Witch is taking quite a bit of hefty damage. Chain heal on the Blade Master again takes it back up to green health. Ancient War is falling. I spot the Warden straight away. I want that. Hex it, get the damage down. Critical strikes onto it, and down falls the Warden. Okay, down falls the Ancient of War, just pushing straight into his base now. Blatant disregard. I have no idea why I didn't use all of these wisps. He could have dispelled all of my Spirit Link and got rid of mana from my Shadow Hunter with that. It's a bad move on his part. Straight away, I want to get that Naga Sea Witch down, taking it down to red. Blade Master is an absolute beast with that damage. But he does manage to get back to his Moonwells and gets it back to full health. Other side, I want to push the fight further. That bear going straight down. Extra damage being dealt from these Spirit Walkers. I decide I want to put them into ethereal form now, as they're all about to die, which is never good. I really should have took that bear out sooner, as it's on red health. Again, Kodo Beast sitting pretty with the bear in its stomach. Still hasn't managed to take that down. He really wants to take it down though, knowing that he could get that extra bear back. I'm focusing this bear down. At this point, I'm just sitting on a bare bones army of my two heroes and a Kodo and a Grunt that's now dead. Critical strike takes that Dryad down with 292 damage. That's an amazing critical strike on that. I decide I want to pull these Spirit Walkers out of the fight, as they're all in red damage. That's never good. Mef-U gives me the triple dot. You never want to see the triple dot. I'll give him a smiley face. He's trying to take that down. He calls good game. I reply, and he's now left, and I am victorious. Down he goes. Good game I found. Very back and forth between the bases. If I would have left his expansions running down here, it could have hurt me a lot during the late game with those Druid's Claw coming out. Managed to get the win though. I will be doing a lot more of these audio commentaries on better known players. Try to mix some of my own games in there and some games that I find that I like on Warcraft replays, etc. Just leave me some comments, you know, constructive mainly, but if you want to slag me off, fair enough. Cheers for watching. Bye bye.